come from this world of music, what made you want to transition into something as intense and bloody and wild as Polar?
Well, I mean, to me, Polar has everything. It has a strong story. It has a great graphic novel that I was like hooked on right away. Mads being involved, and I saw how I can use what I learned in music videos and other formats over the years and translate that into this story. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, there was a lot of attractive things about this project to me.
Yeah. Now, were you familiar with the graphic novels, and did you read them beforehand?
No. Yes, before we shot, yeah. And interesting enough, I was not familiar because I am actually a huge graphic novel collector. Oh, yeah. But I kind of stopped 20 years ago when it was just becoming too much. It was too much to look at. I loved them right away, as Jonas said. And one of the things about the graphic novel is that it's graphic, obviously. It's very brutal, but it's also tilted. It's got a strange edge. You can have a character that's 10 times the size as another character. Something we couldn't put on screen, but something that took a certain craziness, a certain visual idea, which obviously come in handy when you do musical video like that. So give that to the characters. Can you put that extremely edge into a character without doing a cartoon, right?
Yeah. What was it about Duncan that attracted you to that role? Like, why did you want to play him?
Well, basically, he's just cool, right? Yeah. He's super cool. And I like the combination of a man who's so skillful when it comes to his race, but when it comes to the other race, which is the normal race, he has no idea what's happening. Yeah. He can't talk to normal people, but he can smell one of his own people miles away. I think that's an interesting thing. And then it came a lot of humor out of that and a lot of awkward situations.
That's interesting. And how did you prepare for not just playing his on an emotional level, getting into that mindset, but the technical parts, like the fighting, the using the gun?
Well, that's just a lot of work out with the stunt guys and the gun handlers. And the preparation is... That's just basically getting up early in the morning and start working out and nail it down. Then the most important preparation is to be on the same page together, that we always walk in the room, we know what we want to do. And if we don't, at least we have an idea what we want to change. So for me, that was the most important job, is to sit with the Jonas every day, figure out what we're doing and being on the same page.
Now, the graphic novels, there's a few volumes of it. Was there something from the graphic novel that you would like to bring into, that you wanted to bring into the movie that you didn't, that you maybe would want to bring into, were you to continue the movie into maybe a franchise?
Well, it's supposed to be based on the first book, but we kind of borrowed a little bit from the second and the third book as well, and we also added some stuff that aren't even in the book. So we had like the freedom of kind of like work with these characters as we wanted. The Polar story has way more to give. I mean, he actually wrote 5 books, and there's a lot more stories in there. And the characters are great, so why not?
Yeah. And I just have one more question. We're wrapping up, but did you have any advice for Vanessa now that she's going into Bad Boys for any combat work? Have you spoken with her?
I don't think I need to. I mean, she's such a good actress. She's getting away with pretending that she doesn't know how to kick ass. Yeah. But I have a hunch I will have some problems with her. She's a strong girl. She knows what she's doing.